Jeffrey! Jeffrey!
Tuesdays.
If that boy doesn't make it, I promise you.
We warned you it would be emotional.
The Malones are not playing games, son. They will kill you.
You're gonna be in a much bigger mess if you don't give me my money back.
Hold on.
Do you know this woman?
She is trouble for you, and we need to get her out of here now.
What did he do? I swear I'll break his neck right now.
One thing's for certain. Tomorrow is never promised.
All right, have and have not fans, you just saw it. That was the trailer for next week's episode, Tomorrow's Not Promised. A lot of good questions to ask, you know, who got shot, who's dead. But can I just say, and I'm probably going to do an entire, well, no, I will be doing an entire video about the whole Jeffrey Justin situation as to the aftermath of the shooting. And I'm going to be completely honest here. I know they were saying in the trailer, like, this really is the most emotional season ever. I couldn't really care less if Jeffrey got killed. I'm going to be completely honest here. It's just one of those situations where he literally walked in and kept himself in that situation. Like, I have no remorse. I'm not sorry about that. So the trailer starts off pretty much someone being rushed in on a stretcher, Veronica screaming Jeffrey while Kyle and Keisha are trying to hold her back. If that boy doesn't make it, I promise you. I'm wondering if maybe David talks about how, you know, he was at the apartment with that boy. I went over there and he wouldn't come with me. So I'm guessing that one of the main reasons that Veronica is threatening David is because David says that I saw him over there. He had a gun on me, yet I let Jeffrey stay there. Because, you know, Veronica, she would have made him come unless, you know, Jeffrey knocked her out or something. I mean, he's pushed off her balcony and electrocuted her, so she probably would have got left there hurt if she would have left at all. Let's see. It looks like there's a brief Mitch and Sandy Malone stare down while Jim once again warns Wyatt that if you step out of this house, the Malones are going to kill him. And it's like, yeah, you need to be worried about getting my money. So one could imagine that, let's see here, given the fact that Wyatt seems to be himself, I guess you could say aggressive, but not kind of hungover. I don't know if RK actually came back with the drugs, or if he did come back because Wyatt didn't have the money, RK didn't give him anything. I could see that definitely happening as well. Scott's there pretty much, you know, investigating Broderick, just saying, hey, I'm the Attorney General. And or he said, I'm from the Attorney General's office, one or the other, pretty much saying that, you know, do you know this woman? She's big trouble for you and needs to be removed from this hotel now. But the question is, how is Broderick going to do that when she is literally dating the president-elect? I really don't know what he plans to do with that. But his face when he says the Attorney General was priceless. Catherine woke up looking hungover, once again solidifying the fact that we probably won't see Wyatt running around the house with that gun for a while. Let's see. Benny tells Hannah that he needs to pay the Malone family, and it's like, I just don't. Oh yeah. So I'm guessing that before Hannah can tell Benny that I'm going to be working at Catherine's hotel, we can keep the interest money. You can use the interest money to pay the Malones, but we need to go to the bank now in order to send the money back. I'm guessing that someone rings the doorbell before she's able to tell Benny. So it's like every time they're about to get this money situation solved, something random happens and they don't do it. But the question is, who is at the door? Is it Jim or is it Derek? Basically, you know, wait, is that dude coming over here? And it's like, what did he do to you? It's like, I swear I will break his neck right now. And Hannah's like, you know, I just don't want to talk to him. So I don't think we know who's at the door yet, but based off the character outfits, we do know that Benny will attack Jim. Hannah will allow Benny to attack Jim, but Benny's wearing a gray shirt, but he was wearing like a red burgundy shirt when he was rushing at Jim. Or you could say that, what if it's a situation where it's Derek, he and Hannah are sitting in the living room, and then Benny goes upstairs to change, comes back down. You know, Derek says what he says. Hannah is like, you know, Benjamin, this MF is all yours. They did a great job, but at the same time, I do know that Jim was the one being dragged on the floor by Benny, so I don't think that Derek is the one that Benny's fighting in that particular trailer. So I did look on IMDb for the cast listing. I didn't see Derek, but IMDb isn't completely reliable when it comes to defining who's in what episode, because there are people in the preview for next week who weren't on the IMDb listing. So Derek was in the trailer for the next week's episode, but it was a flashback. So I honestly don't know. I will consider more things and I'll do a separate video on that. But the big thing about the trailer is, you know, who's under that sheet that the doctor shows David. It seems pretty obvious that Jeffrey was the one on the I don't think that was a stretcher, but basically the doctor lifts up the sheet and David breaks down. So it seems to me that it is Jeffrey, because who else would make him break down like that? If it was Justin, he would only be crying tears of joy. But I'm guessing that it is Jeffrey. Look, if Jeffrey is dead, then look, the haves and the have-nots pulled one over on my ass, and I am not ashamed to say that I was wrong. But they've done plenty of trailers where Jeffrey has a different haircut, where Jeffrey is in various other scenes. So I mean, I don't know, unless they were like deleted scenes that were just thrown in the trailer to misguide me and other viewers. But I don't know. And well, what if it is somebody that looks like Jeffrey but he's unrecognizable? That is a bit of a stretch, but I don't know. It's like the whole Amanda shooting thing where they opened the body bag to let Jim and Catherine look, and that was clearly Amanda. So I don't know. I mean, guys, it's a really big stretch to say that it's not Jeffrey in that body bag. Or I mean, not body bag, but that underneath that sheet the doctor lifts up. And I'm guessing whoever is on that under that sheet is clearly dead, because I don't think there'll be rolling a living body that's barely struggling for life, because I would think there'll be, you know, attached to cords and whatnot. But I will be doing a separate Jeffrey Justin video. Don't worry, it's coming. But aside from that, I think we have a pretty good trailer for next week. And yeah, tomorrow's not promised. This episode, Spanish Moss Trail, was very good, and I hope next week's episode follows suit. And with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you would like to become a patron on my Patreon for the Haves and the Have-Nots review, be sure to sign up for as little as $2 a month. And aside from that, be sure to follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. And if you don't have money to donate, completely fine. What you can do, which is just as good, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really does help out with YouTube's algorithm. And on top of that, hit that subscribe button, then the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content I post. And yes, we're still trying to hit 80,000 subscribers before the month of June.